Hi guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Two names pop to my head when I hear the words country music, and our two names, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash. Just two superstars, mega superstars. And did you know at one point in their lives, way back when, they were roommates? Can you imagine? I have a hard time with that. Let's take a look. There's perhaps no names more well known in country music than Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash. Two have shared many stages over the years, including as part of a supergroup, the Highwaymen. But what you may not know is they also shared an apartment while their careers were still on the rise. Johnny had been living at Madison Apartments outside of Nashville, and Waylon needed a place to stay, so he moved in. Of course, thinking about the two of them and their youth living together leads you to imagine some absolute wild nights, which absolutely was the case. They spoke to this in the past, including an appearance on David Letterman's show where they admitted to spending $1,000 a day on drugs. But before the interview took that turn, David asked about their experience living together, and the two went back and forth telling some jokes and stories on their arrangements, with Waylon joking that he did the cleaning, but Johnny making sure that June Carter, who went on to be his wife, got credit for making sure their place stayed livable. Waylon was on Letterman a separate time when he went on further details of their time in Madison. As you would expect, the two of them tied on one quite frequently, leading to Waylon taking some extreme measures to get back into the house if Johnny conked out a bit early. I was about 26, 27 years old, and John was a cook. You should see him with that black suit on and baking powder all over it. I don't know what I did, but I kicked the doors down a lot, you know. Of course, Letterman had to ask a follow-up on why someone would need to do that, so Waylon elaborated. To get in the other side of the door, John would be going in there and I would be coming in, and he'd put a latch on. Sometimes when he'd go to sleep, we went to sleep, boy, and so I had to kick it down to get in. Another thing, too, there ain't nothing feels better than to give a door. There's nothing feels better than to door giving under your foot. Can you imagine being their neighbor and constantly being woken up in the middle of the night by Waylon stomping down the next door? I guess you'd have to expect that living next to those two, but would you imagine that they'd have few people around who were too friendly? The wild lives of country music greats. It never gets old hearing these stories. I could only imagine living next door to that. Actually, I could imagine living in an apartment with them at one time because I was just as bad, except for the $1,000 in the drugs and whatever, because I couldn't afford that. But appreciate you guys being here. Hope you enjoyed this. Please, please, please subscribe. Please share these out. Thank you very much. Please don't forget about classic sitcoms, facts, and trivia. Head on over there. Have a great day. God bless you, and I'll be praying for you.